I put this question out on the Twitters, and I kind of want to put it to you.
Okay.
But I think I know your answer. I still want to know. We not more or less, we agree that Jalen Hurts is going to be the starting quarterback against Houston. And I think most people who've been paying attention expect that to be the thing too. And by paying attention, I mean you just casually watch college football. Right? You just know. And as much as I appreciate the charade from Lincoln, I also think it gives an opportunity for Spencer Rattler, Tanner Mordecai, and Tanner Schaefer to do two things. One, find out which one of you is going to be the backup quarterback, because that's a much more legitimate race than people want to think about. But also, you get to see what separation looks like. So that is the one point that I will give in Lincoln Riley's favor for not having named a quarterback, like a starter, is you get to let all three of those guys watch Jalen Hurts separate from them in practice and watch the team congregate around him in practice, right? Because nobody's been able to see that, really. I mean, everybody wants to be like, hey, we get spring ball, but it was only 15 practices, and I don't want to draw any conclusions. All right, yeah, well, you did, just like the rest of us, all right? And then when you got here, now you have to figure something out in 2 weeks. And over those 2 weeks, you're going, hey, quarterbacks, now's the time. So if Spencer can separate, separate. If the two Tanners can separate, separate. If Jalen can separate, separate. Now is the time to show that winning gene at your position. And I found that to be interesting. But the question is, which one of those guys is second, third, and fourth on the depth chart?
Are we talking about by August?
Talking about September 1 or August 24th when we get the depth chart.
I think you're going to see 2A, 2B with Mordecai.
We're going to get Orr. We're going to get Orrs.
Yep, you're going to get Orr. Yep.
Crap.
I think that's what you're going to get.
That's loaded.
And Schaefer will be the other guy.
But would we call it a win for Rattler to be an Orr?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. We would call that a win. We call Rattler the guy.
Now, what I've been told is that there's a lot of people that believe Rattler is going to be the guy next year, like already. They think that he has just come in. I kind of wrote about that in my little quarterback deal that on our VIP board, where there's a little buzz. It's not little. There's a lot of buzz that he is just completely won over the team in the way he goes about his work ethic, his personality, his swagger, the way he throws the ball. Everything about him, people seem to love. And you also have to remember the core of his people that he's going to be throwing the ball to and handing the ball off to. What class are they from?
Yeah, they're from his, and
they're from his,
or they've got at least one more year left.
So his rapport,
but
is so good with those guys already.
I get that, right? And I believe you. I'm also going that what I was told was, hey man, there hasn't been this kind of buzz around a guy that just got here since Baker. Like nobody buzzed about this when Kyler got here. Nobody buzzed like this when Tanner got here. It was some about Hurts, but when he got here, he was Jalen. He wasn't the guy that everybody's going, yo, what is that? And that is like it was. Hey man, nobody's been this excited since Baker got here.
Basically, I was told. Yeah, basically, I'm with you on that too, because basically I was told if something was to happen to Hurts, there's a lot of people inside that program that feel like Rattler would be who they stick in, and they're just going to roll with it.
Man, that's the question that I want answered the most. I want to,
me too.
I put this to one of the Texas writers about Sam Ehlinger. I was like, who's first off? Now, we both think it's Casey Thompson. He thinks it's Casey Thompson. But I think at Oklahoma, that's a much more interesting question because Tanner Mordecai's got a year in the system and 4 games of mop-up duty. But
it's not. But he's not. But people, you can't. We're not saying Tanner Mordecai can't play because Tanner Mordecai is very, very good. He's good. He's really good.
But that's kind of my point, though. Austin Kendall was really good. He's actually really good. It's not that he can't play.
You're talking about Jalen Hurts and Spencer Rattler. You're talking about guys that are just built different.
And that's why I would say to Tanner Mordecai or Austin Kendall, whomever, yo, man, just pull a Tyler Tettleton. All right? It's not that serious. I know everybody wants to go where they want to go, but if you are on a roster with a guy that is as talented as Kyler was, as Baker was, as Spencer is, what the hell are you doing here? I mean, I know that people go, RJ, are you telling this kid to leave? Yeah, I'm this not working? You're a quarterback. You can only play one at a time. You can only play one at a time. Like they're having the same issue in a number of different spots where you're going to see quarterbacks do the musical chair thing more than you see almost any other position because they just don't get a shot because the guy in front of them's just that good. It's like, hey, man, I got to play the guy that's going to give us the best opportunity to win. And it ain't that you're not good. It's just that he's better. And that's a really tough thing to get across and to be okay with. Like, it's real tough for any of us to say, man, that guy's just better. And you love what you do. You're good at what you do. You're not bad at what you do. You're just not the best at what you do.
Yeah, I also want to make sure that there's a disclaimer here that we're not saying that Mordecai is not going to be the starter. We are saying that. We're not saying that he's not going to be number 2. We're saying that there's a lot of buzz that that's how good Rattler is, that people genuinely believe that he could be the backup and just ultimately be the guy going forward.
Man, I can't believe we can't treat people like adults. I mean, you're right to put the disclaimer in there, but my God, I want to have a cool conversation about stuff.
No, and you're fair. That's a fair way to put it. It's just
have we reached the level? Happen. Have we reached the level where people aggregate what we say while we're talking? Oh my God.
Yes.
Good. I just want to I get carried away because I'm talking with my buddy about OU football, and we know a lot about OU football, and we like talking to each other about OU football, and we get paid to cover OU football, so it's just a lot of fun. Because this is essentially just 2 dudes on the phone for an hour talking about things.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, what? Okay. I can't even.
Yeah, thin ice, buddy. Thin ice.
Good God. It's like, yo. Man, you should hear some of the conversations that we don't have on tape then.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, not happening. Not happening. Man, that conversation would have taken a complete turn off the air.
Oh man, this just reminds me of the podcast where it's lost to the ether because numbnuts over here forgot to hit the record button. Thank God.
Oh my God, that was really good too. So,
but it was just I was like, hey guys,
it was pretty deep. There was a lot of stuff that we're probably glad didn't make it.
Right, and it was just. It's like, matter of fact, let's
probably glad it didn't do it.
Right.
So let's re-record it and not say those things again.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So we got to get out of here because you got a thing and I got to do some yard work. Got to pull some weeds. They're trying to take over my front porch.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's good.
Enjoy that, and I will bring my stuff with me to the appointment, and whenever we're doing all this, we'll get everything loaded up so you all can listen to the podcast.
100%. We're going to try to do a couple more of these over the course of camp. I know that, we're sporadic and, we work for a living. And this is the thing where we're really having to just schedule time to do. And it's much more difficult just to schedule the time.
Try to get another one in this week.
Right. But we're going to try. We swear. And we always do. But we're going to try. All right. That is Brendan Drum. I am RJ Young. Remember to rate the podcast 5 stars on wherever it is that you get your podcast. And I know from the data that most of you get it from Apple and Android. So please take the time.
2-for-1 deal.
Right.
On OUinsider.com.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
You buy 1 month, get 2 months free on OUinsider.com, which means you'll get access to all the VIP information, all the recruiting, all the insider notes, all the fall coverage that you can't get free anywhere else. All the insider notes that RJ and I dropped, team notes from source notes, all that stuff.
We both had 3 this morning.
Yes, we did. And there's a lot on there right now from just the past 24 hours been ridiculous with notes. And you all can have access to all that stuff going all the way through the Texas game if you sign up now.
All right. That is going to do it for us. Deuces.